quickly guys, before we get into this video, help the channel grow. My goal is to try to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and channel keeps growing over and over again, and it's all because of you guys. So if you haven't, which I know about 3 out of every 4 of you guys are not subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Maybe ring the notification bell if you really want to get some notifications, but hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend this video out and share this video, and hopefully get my videos out to a lot more audiences to help us get to that 10K goal. And if you really want to help support the channel, you can also go check out in the description below a link to my merchandise store, Jorge's Speed Shop, where you can get hats or t-shirts with the logo and Jorge's Love Speed in the back. Really nice, really good quality shirts. But with that being said guys, let's get right to the video. What is going on guys? Welcome back to another video, and as you guys can see, we're back at the track. It is super cold outside. The car is back on its drag wheels, so as you guys know, it's got the welds. And if you guys didn't see my last video, we did change out all the spark plugs, and we saw a couple of spark plugs on this side that were a little bit on the worn side. Everything is fresh. And one thing we did, of course, for the nitrous guys was, of course, take an extra degree off just to make sure we maintain those temperatures and the timing doesn't get too hot, to protect those plugs. And I also turned up the base pressure on this about 3 or 4 psi to give us just a little bit more fuel with the same jetting, just to be safe. Now, this year at the track guys, it's a lot different. Tech is a little more professional, I guess you could say. And what they're doing is, I now have a number that it doesn't come up on the camera, but it's 1066. Basically that is the same number that I'll be running every time I come out to the track. Now the one thing is that apparently this year they are actually enforcing the NHRA rules and all that with regards to safety. So if you guys know, this car runs 960s, 970s at about low 140s, and anytime you're in the 9s guys, you do need a cage. And well, this thing doesn't have one. It's a street car. I never expected it to be able to go that fast, so I don't know if they're gonna be able to let us run those 9s as we did all year last year. So that's something that we're gonna keep an eye out. Now with the new plugs, new everything, I am gonna do my first run probably NA, just to get a good data log going and make sure that everything is good to go. I don't foresee there being an issue, but I also want to make sure and see just how the track works. I mean, it's, like I said, it's a lot different this year. And if that works, if everything is good there, then the second run we'll turn the nitrous on and see what it does. Hopefully it runs good. I haven't really changed anything in the car, so the car is going to perform, is very consistent, do what it does. But I do want to show you guys a lot of these other cars and showcase what these cars are doing. Hopefully get to talk to the owners and see their setups and see what they're doing, and show you guys what some of Houston's car scene is all about. All right guys, check this out, lined up right next to me. Now this is goals right here guys. We've got an Edelbrock Rotofab, and we've got the owner here. Tell us a little bit about this, what you got done to it.
Built motor, dedicated motorsports built it with an Edelbrock 2650, ZR1 throttle body, dual nozzle meth injection, ice tank,
yeah.
14.5 pounds.
This thing is set up the right way guys. Built motor, built everything. That's the only way you should go boosted, and I don't know if it's gonna come up here on the camera, but that's the only way you can do this. Yeah, this thing is probably a lot faster than mine, and it runs pretty good. So good luck out there tonight, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for talking about it. All right guys, so we are up, and again, first run I'm just gonna go NA because I really just want to make sure we've got everything going well. and also kind of keep an eye on what the track is doing if people are getting booted off for running in the 9s without a cage. Alright guys, traction control's off. Got the data log running. Hopefully it'll run through perfectly fine without any issues. We are going to be running a boosted Camaro that's got built everything. The car is a fast car. I think he's hoping to go into the 8s, which is freaking awesome. So you guys might be able to see him in front of me because I'm not going to be spraying right now. But yeah, let's see how this does. I am going to run this in manual, guys. Now remember that the car does have the shift points for the nitrous, so that means that we cannot just leave it in automatic. If you guys saw my last previous video where we were at the private track rental, you'll know that basically with the shift points where they're at, running it NA without the nitrous means that my first and second shift is super early. So I'm just going to do this manually and see what happens after that. All right, good burnout there. Let's go ahead and show you guys the time slip. Now I'm gonna post it on the screen, but basically we hit a 167 60 foot, which is actually not bad for doing an A. A lot better than the 7 and 8 and 1.7 1.8 we'd had before. 696 in the 8th at 105 and a 1069 at 132. So basically very similar to all the other runs, even when we're in drive. And looking at the log, everything is super clean. Like, I am very happy with all of this. Now I did see a little drop off here in power, but overall, I mean, the throttle stayed open and it just really did really well. It shifted at about 6,800, 7,000, 6,800, 6,800. So it is on point, and the air fuel ratios, everything look good. So this time let's go ahead, turn the nitrous and see what it does. But look at how big that pulley is. I mean, this thing is running amazing. It ran a 9.4, I believe, at 145 on a 1.3 160 foot, guys, on still stock stall. So that thing is moving, definitely has the power. I'm sure that thing can run a lot faster. The Camaro, well, it's doing its thing, guys. Obviously it ran another 10.6 at 132, so car's running good. We're at about negative 500 DA right now, and it's just doing really well. The humidity's low, so we've got the bottle warming up. And again, we pulled 1 degree of timing out. We did increase the fuel pressure on the Standalone about 3 or 4 psi, so we should be good to go. Well, guys, this is the reality of a Friday test and tune. As you guys can see, I've been waiting in this line to get my nitrous run for a good hour or so. We've had cars breaking down, but hopefully we'll get that next run with the nitrous, and it'll be a one and done run where we can run another 9.6 basically to back all our good times up. And then I want to actually go around and show you guys some of the cars that are out here, because there are some really cool cars out here, guys. Well, so close, guys. 10:32. We were so close, and a truck seemed to have lost an engine. Yep. This has been the story of tonight. A lot of cars out here, unfortunately not many getting to run, but we're right up here, we're so close, and hopefully we get a really good pass here. All right guys, as we are back, see how we do. We got to make sure we get a good burnout because this car has been pretty much pulled for a while now. Gotta remember to set up the nitrous and do all that good stuff. That is how nitrous hits. Wow. Well guys, probably not going to be our best pass, our first to second gear shift. The car launched so hard and it revved up so quickly that it basically hit limiter whenever we got to first second gear shift. But either way, check that out, a 141 60 foot. We ran a 975 at 142, guys, and I'll talk about it again and put everything up on the screen when we get back. But man, this car is just so consistent. All right guys, so unfortunately that was such a violent launch that this is all I was able to record. I was able to record the throttle position, which stayed pretty much open, but you can see here the torque dipped down. Basically it cut power out right here in the 1-2 shift, which unfortunately the RPM stayed stuck at 871, which is very, very unfortunate. But it is what it is. Overall though, I can see the AFR, which is perfect around where we want it to be. Now let's show you guys the time slip, and I'll post it on the screen, but we got a 141 60 foot, a really good 60 foot, a 628 at 113 in the 8th, which is amazing, and then a 975 at 142 in the quarter mile. And that's with that 1-2 stutter, that 1-2 fuel cut. If we would have been able to have a smooth 1-2 shift, this easily could have been either 9.6 or possibly 9.5 pass with a little bit higher mile per hour. But the mile per hour is there, everything is there. I mean, this thing just is flat out so consistent and works amazing. One thing you always need to remember to do is when you close your bottle or you're not going to run the car again, do a final purge. And we are good to go. Well guys, there you have it. Still doing really good. I mean, to run a 975 with that small slight issue and the 1-2 shift is amazing, because anything you do in the short track really gets compounded in the back half. So in a smooth shifting, if it would have not had that little hiccup, we probably would have seen another 9.6 or possibly even a 9.5. But it is what it is. I'm happy with where it's at and what it's running, and I cannot complain, guys. This thing is trapping mile-an-hour wise almost as much as that black Camaro that ran a 944. That one was at 145 miles an hour. This thing was 142, so we're just 3 miles off, and that car probably has a couple hundred horsepower more than I do. So really good. Now let's look at some other cars and show you guys their setups and what they're doing and how those cars are running. Check it out. These guys want all the air on their Mustang. Got a full cage in there, got the welds. LPF. And then you get these cars, which are sick. Check this Grand Sport out. It's got the high ram. Pretty nice clean cut all the way around. Not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty good. Very, very nice setup. He's just spectating. We've got this I want to say this is one of those like dips or wraps that changes colors. Pretty clean on the Mustang. Got some more Mustangs, I mean trucks. You see a lot of stuff out here.
Single cab built Dodge.
We've got a red 6th gen and a blue Dodge. Catch it? No, but it still ran 11:12 at 123 for the Camaro. That's really good. Alright, guys, so here we've got Triple P Performance, Alex in his single turbo truck. That truck is fast. Do not underestimate that truck. Versus, I believe this is Juan's Transmissions, a local guy here in Houston. Big motor, big shot of nitrous truck. Woo. Looks like they both had some issues. CTSV coupe running pretty good. 11.6 at 121 for the coupe. Alright guys, so we've got one CTSV 4-door now. Looks like the CTSV spun and it's still spinning. Yeah, not a good pass for the CTSV. Well guys, another car dropped some stuff again, and I mean, it just never ending. So unfortunately I couldn't show you guys much more of the other cars, but the Camaro has been super consistent. It's been a really good car, NA or on spray. It runs what it runs and it does it happily. Now if we were at a private track rental, I could maybe adjust the shift points 1-2 again, but it is what it is. It wasn't bad. It was able to keep going and give me the 9-second pass, and that's all you can really hope for. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Basically, we're back at the track, did some swaps of plugs, make sure those plugs were good, and everything is a-okay. The car is running amazing. So all we can do now is just keep enjoying it. It is for sale, so again, if you guys are interested, it's still for sale. And if it, while it doesn't sell, I mean, I'm still gonna enjoy the car because it's technically mine. So I think what we're gonna do, guys, is probably end up putting back the stock axleback muffler and the seats and just enjoy the crap out of this thing. If we can, we'll come back to the track with the seats and the muffler put in and see what the extra 100 pounds or so really affects. I'm guessing we're probably going to lose about a 10th, and the car will be running like a 9.8, 9.9, but it is what it is. As long as we are still close to the 140 mile an hour, I'll be very, very happy. So With that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.